we are going to make a little analogy here to taking derivatives. It's important to know the power rule, product rule, and quotient rules because they are much easier to use than the first way you learned to take a derivative, which was the limit definition of the derivative. So we're going to make a little application here. Let's say that this is where your friend's house is located. And this is where your house is located. And you want to drive to your friend's house. Now, I'm going to draw two routes that can be taken to get to your friend's house. This line will represent a road. That would be one route. And then we're going to have several other roads that are more complicated this way. Now, let's consider two trips that you could take to your friend's house. One would be the more direct route from your house to his house, and we'll say that that takes about 5 minutes. And now we'll consider the other route, the more indirect route, and we'll say that that route takes about 20 minutes. Now, if you were driving from your house to your friend's house, you would probably prefer to take the 5-minute route because you'll get there more quickly. It's kind of the same idea when you're taking a derivative. It's much simpler oftentimes to use certain rules over different rules for this reason. For example, if you were taking, this especially applies to very long polynomials, like if you had a long cubic function, for example, or a fourth degree function with many terms, you wouldn't want to use the limit definition of the derivative. You would only want to use the power rule. That's one example. And so this is just a good analogy of doing something one way to make your life much easier.